Good morning. All right. It is a Wednesday, and we haven't been hit by the winter blast yet, but it looks like it's going to get a little bit chillier this afternoon. All right, let's get started. My name's Al Gavada. I'm going to share a link on the comments for the article we're going to be talking about today. It's from success.com, and it is about Fortitude. It's by Simon T. Bailey earlier this past year. Do you have the competitive edge of fortitude? I thought that was a very important topic to talk about today. Fortitude. And basically, it starts like this. The article starts like this. Fortitude, as I defined it, is the strength of mind that enables a person to experience adversity with courage. If you look at definitions of the word, you'll find courage through adversity, quote, or resolute endurance. While I think those versions are very accurate, I don't believe they fully encapsulate what the term truly means. Fortitude. Here we go. The Latin root for the word is fortis, or strong, and the etymology fortified signifies something that is made stronger or more secure. We see the term portrayed in film with characters like Diana Prince in Wonder Woman, Storm in X-Men, but fortitude isn't just a characteristic of superheroes, it's a muscle. A muscle you can grow to be your professional edge, says the one thing that has allowed me to persevere over the past 17 years I've been in business for myself has been fortitude. Every time I wanted to throw in the towel, I received a comment, thank you message, feedback email, or testimonial highlighting my work ethic or the difference I made, and that's what kept me going. Fortitude is having the mindset that if you keep showing up, you'll be rewarded for your efforts. And think about that. You show up at work, you do your job, you're paid to do one thing, and you do it well. And then there's sometimes it's a paycheck that you're looking for, but other times it may just be, recognition, pat on the back, or just like he said, someone calling or pointing out, highlighting what you do, what you bring, what you've done, who you are as a person, and what you do, how it impacts people. So it says, here's my formula for fostering fortitude. That's from Simon Bailey on the article on success.com. Number one, focus on authenticity. Be true to yourself and lean into your natural talents, interests, and passions. When you can see yourself in what you do, you no longer need external validation. Yes, that is exactly right. And I'm sorry, I'm keep fidgeting with the mic, but I'm trying to get it right. That's exactly right. When focus says, be true to yourself and lean into your natural talents, interests, and passions. Okay. And a perfect example of this is something that I recently undertook. I mentioned it in a previous, I think it was last week, Friday or something, on a new undertaking I'm doing. I have a new YouTube channel called Al Gavada Interviews. So what I'm doing is I'm looking into things that interest me, or people that I feel need to get their message out. First one interview was with Miguel Conchas from Chamber of Commerce. Last one I did was Mile One, a business hub incubator for small businesses and entrepreneurs. I'm also going to be reaching out to local organizations. I have one scheduled for tomorrow with the South Texas Food Bank. So I'm leaning into my interests, my passions, and whatever my natural talents are, or what I've cultivated in my time as a broadcaster over 20 plus years. My involvement in the community, my involvement in media, things like that. So focus on authenticity. One of the people that I think encapsulates leaning into natural talents, interests, and passions, and focusing on authenticity is Sammy the House, a friend of mine. You can find him at Sammy the House on the social media platforms, and he is an authentic guy. He focuses on things that interest him. He's a talented guy, and has done so much for the community and continues to do so. And it's awesome to see somebody like that. He's a compadre of mine, and it's awesome to see somebody who does that and takes what they can do and their skill and their charisma and their passion and able to uh, take that and run with it and bring people into seeing what he's promoting, seeing what he wants to put forth and talk about and discuss. It's awesome. Look for him at Sammy the House altogether on the social media platforms. And perfect example. Again, number one, focus on authenticity. Number two, piggyback. Number two, piggyback on previous successes. Just this past Monday, the last video I did, I talked about reminding yourself of your past successes and your comebacks, because you need to remember that you are not one failure, one setback, one obstacle away from failing, from stopping, from reaching the end of what you can do, the end of the road, so to speak. We're evidenced. We're evidence-based beings. Your history of success can bridge the gap between internal confidence and professional competence. What is the big difference between those two words? Absolutely huge difference. Professional competence means knowing what you can do as your job. What are you a reporter? You have to have your professional competence to put the story together, to ask the right questions, to craft the story, to craft the message and communicate. Communication is making sure the person who you're speaking with understands what you're saying, gets a message of what you're saying, the meaning of your message. If you're a physician, man, super important, your professional competence. Lawyer, teacher, chef, bus driver, sanitation worker, your professional competence depends on how well you can do your job. The difference between that and your internal confidence. Remember, your history of success can bridge the gap between internal confidence and professional competence. That means you're sure you can do it. You have confidence in yourself. You believe in yourself. You got to believe in yourself first, right? Before anybody else can believe in you. Internal confidence, then you use the history of your success to bridge the gap between that and your professional competence. You may be learning what you're doing as you go. You have the confidence and the vision of seeing yourself as a success and a competent professional. You use your successes to get you to that point. Piggyback on previous successes. That's number two. Number three, take your meds. No, it's not medicine. It's MEDS. It's an acronym. Meditation, exercise, diet, and sleep all fuel your mental fortitude. Your intellectual and emotional well-being are contingent on your physical health and vice versa. What does that mean? That means your physical health is just as important for your intellectual and emotional well-being. Meditation, exercise, diet, and sleep. Your meds. There's a Japanese pottery technique. It's beautiful. It's called kintsugi, in which broken stoneware is repaired with gold, silver, or platinum mixed into a lacquer. I don't know if you've seen this. It's beautiful. The repairs become part of the object's history, making the finished vessel stronger and more beautiful because of those repairs. We were fractured. We were dealt a setback. We did fall, and maybe we broke. Maybe we reached that level. Maybe we broke. Repairing ourselves and making that breakdown, so to speak, a part of our history and allowing it to strengthen us. It says you are the same. You're stronger because of your challenges and all of the experiences and insight you've collected over the years. Your insight is way different than mine. Your history, your life path, everything you've dealt with, everything you've overcome, all the struggles you've been dealt and that you've faced and conquered are different than mine. You're stronger because of your challenges and all of the experiences and insight you've collected over the years. By being true to yourself, remembering what you're capable of, and prioritizing your wellness by taking your meds, meditation, exercise, diet, and sleep, you can master the Fortitude formula and craft a competitive edge. You need that edge. You need that edge to compete if you want to succeed. If you want to succeed, there's going to be competition. If you're going to be going into anywhere, any line of work, any undertaking that needs you to compete, there's competition. And you need that competitive edge with your mental fortitude. And remember, there's things we need to be, cognizant of: spiritual, emotional, physical, mental. Spiritual, emotional, physical, mental fortitude. In all four of them, you need to be sure you have a grasp on each of those things. Financial fortitude. You know how much mental disturbance is due to financial, shaky ground? Big time. That has a lot to do with your mental, well-being and fortitude. So, again, let's go over these. Fortitude is having the mindset that if you keep showing up, you'll be rewarded for your efforts. The formula for fostering fortitude: 1, focus on authenticity. Be true to yourself. Number 2, piggyback on previous successes. Your history of success can bridge the gap between internal confidence and professional competence. And number 3, take your meds, MEDS, meditation, exercise, diet, and sleep. They all fuel your mental fortitude. Your intellectual and emotional well-being are contingent on your physical health and vice versa. Simple as that. 1, 2, 3. So, this article link is in the comments, so you can check it out for yourself. It's very short, but very clear. Do you have fortitude? Is the question. It even has a little video on there. I obviously am not sharing it, but you can check it out for yourself. The article's name is "Do You Have the Competitive Edge of Fortitude?" by Simon T. Bailey. It just came out this past September, so this is during the pandemic. This article was written during everything we're going through. And it's a nice little article. Success.com is a phenomenal resource, huge resource for quotes and stories and inspirational and personal growth and development. I was talking about personal growth and development on Monday, about how it allows you to reshape your mind and make it into a fertile ground of ideas and things you can draw upon as you continue your journey in life. Every single moment we're alive is a chance at rebirth. Every single moment we're alive is a chance at rebirth. Remember that. Knowledge is power. Imagination is king. And intelligence your weapon. Read a good book today. Enrich your mind. If we do not enrich our minds will become stagnant. Our thoughts become stagnant. Worse yet, in a worst case scenario, our thoughts will start reaching back to our foibles and failings and start focusing on that. They'll start reaching back to our doubts and our anxieties and times when we weren't, or we had difficulty overcoming something we were faced with. That's what a stagnant mind does. So enrich your mind by reading up, seeking out motivational things, working on personal growth and personal development, and again, making your mind fertile ground for new ideas, new attitudes, and new purpose in life. That's all we can work on, right? Have a vision for what you want, but work on it. It takes action to get to where you need to get to. I thank you for joining me today. I hope you enjoyed it. Again, the article is linked in the comments. I hope to see you on Friday at 8 a.m. We'll do it again. And if you get a chance to like this video and share it, even better. Have yourself a wonderful day. Until next time, we'll be talking.